Welcome back everybody to another video. It is your boy Matt Turner, and today I'm going to jump right into it. We will be talking about gym anxiety. So when I made a few videos back, a lot of people commented that they wanted to see more fitness content from me. I am more than happy to do that. As you guys know, I absolutely love working out. I love everything that has to do with health and wellness and fitness. Not so much nutrition. I do not recommend like, I can give nutrition advice, but I do not recommend necessarily listening to absolutely everything that I say. Definitely fact check, do your own research, because what works for me will not work for you. But that doesn't matter in this video, because today we're talking about gym anxiety. Quick disclaimer, as you guys know, I am not a certified trainer. I know I've been saying I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it. It's just a matter of finishing my studying on top of grad school and all of that stuff. But I am studying with ACE, the American Council for Exercise. I am not a certified doctor. I am not a nutritionist. I am none of those things. So any information that you take from my videos is at your own free will and expense. So let's get into it, if that didn't scare you guys away. So gym anxiety, it's been roughly, I want to say, how long have I been out of high school? 7 years now? It's been about 7 years, I believe, since the very first time that I actually entered into a gym. The first time I ever went into an actual gym was in high school. We had this small little gym. It was about the size of an office, to be completely honest. I think it had like 2 squat racks and 2 bench presses and like a rack of dumbbells, and that was it. And really the only people who went in there were the football team, the girls basketball team, which I was on. I played a post or position 5. I was basically like the big person, or 4, which was kind of like the weird in between, like post and like being, I forgot what all of the guard, not point guard, but a guard. Forgot almost what all the names were, the positions. But I didn't really have to be very scared about going to the gym, because all the times that I did do it, I went with a friend. Shout out to you. You know who you are if you're watching my video. Love it. I hope you're doing great, and I love everything that you're doing. I check in on your IG timeline all the time. But also before that, as I've stated in a few of my previous videos, I did track for about 13 years before I even got to that point. So I was already athletic. So doing exercise was not something that I was very anxious about. I was very familiar with it, and it was kind of my comfort spot. However, that I know is not the case for a lot of people, so I'm going to be giving you guys a few tips on what you can do to try and kind of just get comfortable, and some guidelines that you can kind of follow at the gym if it's your first time. So that, you know, if you want to be in the gym but you're too scared, here are some things that you can basically just do. Now, before we begin, considering that, I keep saying that, it's way after we began, we're like in the middle of this video. So one thing that you can do if you're concerned with hygiene, having worked at a gym, considering that it is COVID times, definitely make sure that you are wearing your mask. A lot of gyms have the rule that you can take your mask off while you are actually using a piece of equipment. However, that does not necessarily mean that you have to. You can definitely work out with your mask on. That's completely fine. The second thing that I always recommend is if you're not going to wipe down after you use a piece of equipment, always make sure you are wiping down before, because at least then you're cleaning and sanitizing what might have been used by somebody else if they didn't wipe down. And that for sure should kind of give you some kind of safety and peace of mind, and that at the very least, before you start using a piece of equipment, it's already prepared for you to go. Another thing you can certainly do to ensure kind of sanitary measures is to definitely use hand sanitizer. Usually at a lot of gyms, they will have hand sanitizer available for you to use. You can use that as much as you want to feel comfortable. I know for a fact Planet Fitness has hands, or they should have hand sanitizer at every single trash can. Usually it's on the side. If it's not on the side, it should be on the wall next to it. So you can definitely use that. They should always be stocked. And I can say from personal experience that the hand sanitizer that Planet Fitness uses is definitely strong, considering that it hella dried my hands out all the time whenever I would use it. But those are some things you can do if you are anxious about going to the gym for healthy concerns. I can't say for sure that obviously doing all these things is going to protect you, especially during COVID. It's just kind of a precaution, and you just kind of have to weigh your risk. Are you going to go to the gym because you want to work out and kind of, just take this risk? Or are you going to stay at home because the risk of getting COVID outweighs the ability to make gains in the gym? And it should also be noted that you do not necessarily have to go to a gym in order to make gains. You can definitely stay at home and do at-home workouts. Will your gains be as much as someone in the gym? That's debatable. So when it comes to actual embarrassment, I hear a lot of people, specifically trans men, or people who don't feel completely comfortable with the current state of their bodies, say they just feel like people are looking at them and just trying to, just really overanalyzing what people are doing. And I can say, having been in the gym for 5+ years, usually people are not watching the individuals who are new to the gym. If anything, when I watch people, and I will frequently watch people at the gym, in fact, but it is not because I am criticizing what you are doing or how you look. I'm actually generally just watching you to make sure that you're safe, because when I see certain people in the gym, I can tell that they're new. And I just want to make sure, that everybody around me is safe, properly using equipment, and that if something does happen, I'm aware and I can be of help. For instance, if someone, is probably doing too low on the bench press, I will watch them and make sure that they don't get stuck. Or if I see somebody who's doing a particularly heavy set, I will make sure that I'm watching them, not like, staring dead eagle eye at them, but I will glance at them frequently just to make sure that, hey, they're not like about to crush themselves under this weight. And that's just, being a good person and a good fellow gym goer, is to always be on the lookout for other gym goers for this exact reason. So in that case, one of the top things that I can suggest to you is focus on yourself. If you have to wear a hoodie, put on headphones, wear sunglasses, do whatever you need to do in order to focus on yourself. For me, I wear headphones. I have no issue with people looking at me, but again, I like looking at myself, so why wouldn't people want to look at me? But also I do really weird things in the gym, so that's probably also why. I do wear sweaters, hoodies sometimes when I'm at the gym. So if you want to wear a low hoodie so your eyes, your peripheral is blocked and you can't see other people, I know a lot of people do that, and it is a very good tactic to make sure that people don't, just needlessly are coming up to you and trying to talk to you or anything like that. It also will block you from being able to see other people and seeing if other people are actually watching you, which can be very good, because then you have to focus on yourself and your form and your technique. Another thing that you should always kind of keep in mind when it comes to embarrassment, and these are just kind of things that they're not like necessarily tips, but they're things for food for thought, is that everybody had to start somewhere. And generally you'll see people who are really big and everything like that. They're actually usually very friendly, very helpful people. Everybody had to start somewhere. Not everybody was just automatically big. Not everybody was automatically shredded. Everybody has to go through their own struggle and had to start somewhere. I started at a place where I was only doing 10-pound dumbbells. That's okay. You can get an amazing workout in with just 5 pounds. Like, people will always I will do lateral raises with a 10-pound to 2.5 kilograms, which I think is about 5 pounds, of weight, just for lateral raises or shoulder raises or whatever. And it's because it really lets you do a mind-muscle connection. And a lot of big bodybuilding YouTubers would rather see somebody do a lighter weight with proper form, getting a good pump in, mind-muscle connection, than see someone pumping just like a ton of weight. It's not a matter of comparing your weight and what you can push to somebody else. It's a matter of, are you doing the best that you can do in the gym for your mind, for your progress, for your current state? And no one is going to, and if they do, they're douchebags. No one is going to fault you for where you currently are in your journey. So always just kind of keep that in mind. Everybody had to start somewhere, and it's just a journey. You gotta work through the 5s to get to the 10s, and you gotta do the 10s before you can get to the 30s. Last thing to remember is that there is always someone who is doing something weirder than you that people are going to be watching. For instance, I love dancing at the gym. I don't care what anybody says. When I go to the gym, that's my time to focus on me, get my mind straight, and I like listening to music when I do that in between my rests. And I will most certainly dance in between my sets. Like, it's no joke. You got like, what, Megan Thee Stallion playing, I'm gonna be in the background doing a little, swoop swoop, going like this, doing some of this. Like, that's just who I am. And that it's also kind of make sure my blood is always flowing. So you best to know I am certainly always getting looks, and there is always someone who is doing something more crazier than you at the gym that people are looking at. And so just know that you're not always someone that people are looking at. In fact, if you feel stupid, always know that I'm always doing that crazy dance and doing some of this and just going in on it by myself, headphones in front of a mirror. If you can't imagine what that looks like without music, think about that for a second. Pause the music. Look at this. What do I look like doing that? Like, I look crazy, but I love it, and it helps me get through my workout. And really, that's what it comes down to, is doing whatever you need to do, not what every other person else is doing or what other people need to do to get through their workouts, but doing what you need to do to get to your workout and get through your workout is what's really important. And for instance, another little quick tidbit that I always recommend new gym goers: if you're not comfortable with a gym, or for instance, you don't want to make one gym your home gym because you don't want to kind of have a history at that gym, what I like to do before I got my gym membership is I would jump around to different gyms, just doing their free little day passes, free trials. And not only did that, you know, help me get used to the gym, it let me go travel, it got me out of the house, but also it lets you see the different gyms in your area, find which one you're the most comfortable with, and no one's really going to remember who you are at that point after you've jumped around so many times. The only people who are really going to remember people who come in are going to be the workers at the gym, talking from experience. And we only know routine people, like we're talking you're coming in every single day at the same time every day, and that you are actively engaging with us. We don't really remember the people even who come all the time, who don't engage. You really have to have engagement with the staff in order for us to remember you. Or like little tidbits. Like I always remember this one person who always wore this Naruto gear because I like anime and stuff like that. So I always remembered him, and he came in with like the dopest shirts. So just know that like there are people who have so many different hobbies all over the world at different gyms. And so you can come in the most craziest gear. It does not matter. Someone's going to find you cool at that gym. But yes, that's what I like doing. Yes, it kind of abuses the system, but I did it anyways. And then once you find the gym that you truly enjoy, you can, you know, kind of continuously go back to that. It also lets you kind of figure out what you need to do for your routine, what equipment, and if you're messing up at, you know, your routine and you feel weird and awkward, you at least have the peace of mind knowing that those people at that gym will never ever see you again because you're making this gym your home gym. If there's a particular gym in your area that you want to make your home gym, save that gym for last and just go try out different gyms before you settle down at that one, because then, you know, you're kind of starting fresh. Yes, anyways, you guys, those are my tips and tricks for people getting into the gym. If you have some anxiety, I know a lot of trans men definitely do have anxiety getting into the gym, so I hope this helped you out in any way, shape, or form. As always, like, comment if you have any questions about gym equipment, gym, you know, like functions and things like that, memberships. Let me know. I did work at a gym which did come with having to clean equipment, know how it works and things of that sort. I know most of all the basic equipments. There's always one that, you know, is just really random that I may not know, but I can certainly do a quick search and get to know it very, very fast. Share this with somebody. I'm sure there's somebody who probably needs this information. Subscribe, hit the bell notification button so you can stay up to date on when I post videos, and I hope this helped you guys. But as you guys know, it is your boy, Matt Turner. I hope you guys had a great evening, morning, day, or night, wherever you are, and I will definitely see you guys next time.